The paranormal has many branches and subcategories. One today I find kind of interesting is haunted objects, or in this case, haunted dolls. To me, there's nothing creepier than when an object gets up and moves around when it shouldn't be.
Number 1.
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Creepy Videos. And in this video we have somebody who's staying at their grandparents' house when they happen to have a strange encounter with a human-sized doll or mannequin, depending on how you look at this thing. It could be a wax figure, but whatever it is, it's very unsettling. Things that look like they have faces or things that look like they're alive but shouldn't be, maybe a touch of pareidolia, that kind of stuff always just leaves me on edge. But yeah, whether it's a trick of the light or some kind of actual paranormal possession, this user claims that they happen to see this thing move. So then they try to get it to move again on camera. And lo and behold, after enough time, she does capture it moving. You can see here there's an arrow that gets pointed to its hand where it moves. And honestly, creepy as shit. It's already scary enough when dolls move, but when they're human size, like my size, nah, dude. Hell nah. What do you think, though? Comment down below.
On September 27th of 2024, a woman named Jalen immediately grabs her phone to record something on camera. It isn't often the case that this happens, but tonight, it occurred once more. Jalen had been lying in bed while doing work on her laptop when something noticeable appeared from the corner of her eye. Now, given that this incident took place at her grandparents' house, a place abundant with numerous vintage items, she finds it unsurprising that this happened. Some of these items, as she believes, could be cursed or haunted, but even if they weren't, she would still be afraid of coming back to this place, and it's all because of this incident. The following is her footage. Watch.
This thing just moved.
In the New York Football Giants. Boy, all the talking heads would have been screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and sticking the fork in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a divisional win. See how they react moving forward.
There's a saying in golf, there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, you don't care if it's by 5 or it's going to be like, you're just happy that you moved to 2 or 2. The injury to Parsons, and we don't know anything at this point, he just left by a car with the left shoe off. How do you assess what that man needs to do? Feels a lot better if he's on the feet.
That would be, if he's missing any significant time, I think he's that better. He's a better player on the defensive side of the football. Really, because they have to be playing from the hand.
The door just moved.
Winning percentage over 60% when they're facing up.
33 propels 100 affordable housing laws, including the next
Quiet early on, much more involved, particularly
the safety over the top, and you'll see right down here. Indy Ever, a free personal Suzuki dessert. An entree plus a free dessert, just $13. That's a sweet deal.
Sure, that's what it is. They weren't able to kick a field goal late. There's a lot of involved. The score they got the rest of it. That is the Mexico after Dallas Speedway. So we're touchdown with 9 out of 10 trips to the red zone. At least they have that to build on defensively.
Are you real?
Taking a lot of criticism. They better there tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, between the red zone
You can do it again.
touchdowns and the rushing attack. You know, I figure the Giants will get some tips to really try to pound.
I won't watch.
This video comes from Morgan Lambert, but originally it's from TikTok user Taylor. Now, I clicked on Taylor's profile and I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and I could not find this video, but I wanted to share it. So this is what I'm going to give you here. This is a video of her doll Himiko, and Himiko blinks her eyes, which is not possible because it's not a doll made to do said function. And she shows you, she moves around and shows you that essentially it doesn't have those eyelids that open and shut like some dolls have. So how in the fuckity fuck did this thing blink? Aside from maybe, you know, unexplainable paranormal entity. Could it be a trick of the light? Sure. But it sure as hell doesn't look like it. Slowed down, it definitely looks like that thing blinked. Or at least squinted. Regardless, it's creepy. I don't like it.
Y'all, a doll has done something else creepy on camera, and we need to talk about it and look at it because, this one was rough. We've had dolls with a pulse, and now we have a doll that blinks. But not one of the dolls that blink. This doll didn't have the mechanisms to blink, okay? But it blinked on camera, and it happened so fast that this person had to slow it down so you could see it. But you can clearly just see its eyes just kind of do that number. They had to slow it down a lot, but like you'd see it clearly happen. I don't like it. Here's that video.
That it looked like her eyes blinked, which at first I thought was a little bit crazy because I thought, well, there's no way, because Hoshiko is not a blinking doll. She doesn't have eyes that are capable of blinking. So I decided to slow the video down to 0.1 speed to see if they blinked after all, and they did. Here is the video clip, and you can see right here that they absolutely do blink somehow. I don't know how.
What's the science if that's not one of the dolls that can blink? Can someone give me a reasonable explanation why that happened?
This video is brought to us by TikTok user Diana Lopez. And in this video, Diana happens to be recording a window to a thrift shop at night. The thrift shop is closed, but she happens to capture movement on camera. What she captures is a doll moving on its own. Now, is it possible that this doll is maybe mechanical or automated and then it's just moving slowly like some kind of old school animatronic, something out of like the Disney's 80s-esque robots? Probably not. It's probably haunted. Could it be a animatronic? Maybe. I don't think it is, though. So unless batteries are included, I'm not sure as hell how this thing's moving, but it sure as hell is moving. Satire aside, it's genuinely just creepy. I don't know how I'd react personally, but I sure as hell would not stick around to watch too long if I happened to look into a closed store and saw this. I'd be gone. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Twitch_highlights. And although I have my suspicions that this is uploaded from another user, I'm just going to go with it. So in this video, we have some kind of like CCTV footage of inside a storage unit, of which shows a grainy image of a doll sitting up on its own, looking at the camera, and then laying back down. Now, could this be AI? Possibly. There's enough grain to it that it wouldn't be hard to prompt images like this. But it seems like it's more of a fluid movement, which leads me to think probably not. Now, the story behind this goes that essentially this is a haunted doll that kept causing issues, like noises are being made. So the camera's inside the storage unit to kind of catch what the culprit was. And it was this monkey doll. So, yeah, that's creepy. This is the kind of shit that is exactly why I turned on that nighttime manager position at a storage unit. Because no.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the toy doll moves on its own. The staff working at the storage facility were just as spooked as the man who owns this unit. He believes that this is the culprit behind the strange noises employees heard. While there has yet to be a prospective buyer for this doll, the man continues to document the monkey on the off chance that something else is caught on camera. But currently, nothing else has happened. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
video is brought to us by O.OKLL, You're Beautiful. Now, I think they're going for that old school texty face where it's like big eyes, ooh, but that's not important. What is important here is we got a Chucky doll moving on camera. Now, granted, it's a very small amount of movement, but it's movement nonetheless. Now, this person happens to be watching TV while they're recording this. I do find it strange how it's almost center camera. That a little suspicious, but creepy nonetheless. Whether it's just a movie or not, I would not bring something like this into my home. It just invites in bad vibes. The closest thing like this you'd ever find in my home is the dummy from Goosebumps, but that's a whole other story. He doesn't kill people. Chucky does. My guess, either some kind of movement or vibration causes him to move, but you can see here, he does slightly move. What do you think? What's causing Chucky to lean with it and rock with it?
I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone. I always feel somebody's watching me. How did I think all the times you screwed me over? But why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone?
So yeah, that shit was kind of creepy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's content. I am working on getting back to my regular schedule. My secondary job is kind of on hiatus right now, so I have a little more time to work on this stuff. Hopefully we'll be back up to 3 uploads before you know it, but either way, thanks for watching. I appreciate your viewership, and I'll scare you in the next one.